Talk. My name is Steffen.
I'm awake. Oh, I'm Michael Mandel, and we're here. Did it say the Darius on the show? Did it say that? Did you say that?
Huh?
No? Okay, we're having a drink called the Darius last night or 2 nights ago, depending on what we're talking about.
This is the cocktail portion of our show.
Yes, we were at Red Lobster, and my wife was complaining, as we do all the time, that they don't have Campari, so she can't have a Negroni. Last couple of times, Darius, behind the bar, gave her the perfect martini. A perfect martini is half dry vermouth and half sweet vermouth with gin. That's what a perfect martini is, because it's a perfect thing.
I see.
So I wanted to do something different, so I said, let's do one with Saint Germaine. This is Saint Germaine, which is now stocked in most bars because everybody thinks it's great, and it is great. And he had Hendrick's Gin, which is another newcomer to bars. Hendrick's Gin has the flavor of cucumber and rose petals. So he made it. It was great. I didn't ask him what his proportions were, so I'm going to be flying by the seat of Mark's pants. I'm doing 2 ounces of Hendrick's Gin, and I'm doing some Saint Germaine.
Some Saint Germaine.
Yeah, I think maybe
half
ounce.
You can overdo a thing like that, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's kind of strong. Most bars have these things now. About 5 years ago, both of these became prevalent in almost every bar in America.
Oh, look, there's blue floaties.
Maybe that's your vision.
No, I see more than one.
Uh-oh.
See, it's floating right on top.
Oh.
No, it's your vision. You can't see it.
Favorite thing? Shake it really cold.
Shaky shake.
You know, if you do it right, you put ice cubes in your martini glasses.
Cool them
or
down.
You put your martini glasses in the freezer and they come out frosted and wonderful. Why is it so dark in this place?
Must be your eyesight.
Turn the lights
going
on.
again.
And that's enough? What do you think?
I think it's probably
No, I mean, we have to take up half the show doing this. Right?
No,
we've got
plenty to talk about.
You do? There
Not a
didn't seem
problem.
much on that
we
list. I mean, nothing happened
My
except
goodness.
July 4th, right?
Oh, we're not looking backwards. We're looking ahead.
Well,
like
it
we always do
depends.
on this show. We're forward thinking.
I don't know how much.
See those blue floaties? Did I get the only blue ones? That's the hibiscus flower, right?
Yes, that's hibiscus.
I didn't realize hibiscus were blue.
Well, there is something there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
I hope they impart a certain flavor.
dead lizard. I did see a floaty here. So,
Did
you
you?
want your little peel? Your lemon peel?
I'll take one.
Take the peel.
What you do with it, you go.
You twist
You
it a little.
twist it. Get just the slightest amount of essence from it.
This is the basic drink.
Darius.
I had him do one with cranberry. How's this? You just tasted it.
I'm glad you didn't put in.
This is Darius.
Well, I don't know. The gin itself has a very certain flavor.
Oh, it's great. He put in more Saint Germaine,
Yeah.
which is odd. Well, actually, they both cost about the same amount per bottle, Hendrick's and Saint Germaine.
I
bet he put in filler. I wonder if he put in like sugar,
Did you taste the one he made?
Mm-hmm.
How did it compare to this one? Sweeter? I kind of
You know
like
what?
this.
You let it build on your taste buds.
I don't think I'd wanted any more hibiscus.
Of either thing. Yes. Well, we'll just drink this, and in the second part of the show, if we're still not drunk or slightly sober, we'll do it with Wheeler's Gin, which is a product of Santa Fe. Mm-hmm. One of the first gin. I think it's the first gin produced in New Mexico, maybe.
I just invented a drink.
Just now?
Yeah, just
in
now.
your Maine? You mix gin with gin?
Mix gin with whiskey, you get a hibiscus. I don't think anybody's doing that yet.
No. And there's probably a reason. Well, now in town we have the Toad Hollow.
Yeah.
They make their own whiskey, their own gin, and their own vodka.
Yes.
Actually, because anybody who makes vodka could then go ahead and make anything.
Yeah, and they make their own beer.
That's different.
That's brewing.
That's brewing and fermenting.
Talking
this
about
is distilling.
Yes.
Once you brew stuff, you can distill the stuff that you've brewed to isolate the alcohol, and that's what happens.
Yes. Now,
what are you talking about?
Speaking of good bars,
and goodbyes.
And goodbyes to 2 bars. Average bars, really, because they didn't have a lot of things. like Campari or
Or,
Hibiscus.
Or Hendrix.
But
Hendrix.
the reason we lost 2 bars because they're both under the roof at the bowling alley, 10 Pin Alley, which is closed down now. And
What were the 2 bars? Jose Murphy?
Jose Murphy's and
The bar.
the 10 Pin Alley bar,
Oh.
where they had something like
look at
6
that.
or 8 pool tables. So now we have a second bowling alley massacre.
Oh, they actually killed the bowling alley.
This is the one from the 80s.
That happened right before we moved here. I'm thinking, oh, great. Nice
Yeah.
town to move to.
Right.
But we forgot about that.
And so, it couldn't happen again. So it's probably the safest bowling alley in the world.
You mean like lightning never strikes twice?
Right.
That's a good idea.
And so
Now it's really safe, except for the fact that it's going to be an empty shell.
Yeah.
The guy who used to own it, like 8 years ago?
he sold it and moved away.
But he's thinking of coming back.
He's offering to come back and help it get it going again. But besides losing the bowling alley, we also lost the only pool hall in town. There's nowhere to go play billiards now, unless you maybe go to Jose Farley's. They've got a few pool tables.
Oh, yes, Farley's does.
And if you're old enough, you can go to the Munson Center.
I am old enough.
Yeah,
Yes.
they just had a pool
What about the
tournament.
Moose Lodge?
All those lodges, some of those lodges
Moose
have
Lodge
them.
has,
Well, the Moose Lodge doesn't have a pool table. I was in there this week, just moosing around.
You're just moosing around? Did you get horny?
Yeah, the Elks Lodge does have a pool table.
Oh, really? Well,
Yes.
that's a big place.
I played
the
it.
Elks Lodge. So now we know that if you want to play pool, but most people do bowling for athletic reasons because it's almost as much exercise as golf.
Well, there's a consumer.
Which is no
well, there's
exercise
not a lot of
at
walking
all,
around a pool
yes.
table.
Yeah.
But so we've
like
lost.
this.
So now there's a void in town. Somebody could open a billiard hall. I remember when this town had 3 of them.
Well, my brother's place, not my brother's place, but everybody's
That was
brother's place.
and they had them in 2 spots.
Yeah.
There was another one
Those are
over
cool.
off of Mesquite somewhere. I remember.
So people don't do that anymore. But you know why? Why?
Don't play
Video
pool.
games.
Oh, please.
Everybody plays video games because reality, you could hurt yourself with a stick, you could stick it up your nose, guy swings it around, hits you in the head on purpose like they do it to you very often.
I remember when this town had 3 bowling alleys, if you count the one at the university, which is no longer there.
I remember this town when it had a water park.
Oh, and a miniature
Actually-
golf course. This town has nothing. It's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, but that's what the world is coming to because we have video ways of satisfying those
Doesn't
exacting skills without actually having to stand up,
well,
and
you
go
can.
someplace.
Okay, you blame video games.
This
I'm
is
not
getting
so
good,
sure.
isn't it? Gets good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like
it goes
it.
on. Pretty soon we're going to have video drinks. You just press a button on your computer.
Yeah, see, and then you'll be out of
And
business.
you get a drink. Yeah, because I make a lot of money doing
Yeah.
this.
Actually, I think the longer you leave in the lemon squeeze, the more
it
essence it
mellows it out.
imparts.
I think it just gets better with time.
Yeah, so they may be opening up soon sometime. Who knows, maybe by the end of the year.
Really, because the end of the year is a
Pre-open.
long way off. It's half a year away.
Well,
It is. I mean, really.
apparently they went broke. They borrowed way too much money.
Well, the
and-
guy must have paid, according to the papers, it was $3.5 million,
Okay.
and that's what he ended up owing.
Owing.
So he didn't pay off much principal, it seems.
And he borrowed $2.3 million. They
Maybe that's what it
they
was.
just resurfaced all the lanes with the new artificial surface.
did?
Yes.
Wow.
And that had to be.
They
and,
redid it, and then they went out of
yeah,
business.
and then they got new mechanisms in the back. That's not cheap.
Sounds like somebody's fleeing with the money.
And then,
whereas people are coming up here from Mexico, it seems like that guy's going to Mexico with whatever money he's got.
Well, that's what they think happened to the people that committed the bowling alley massacre. They fled to Mexico.
It's funny,
And,
there's not many businesses like bowling alleys, which are fun for most people.
Yeah, the nearest bowling alley now is in White Sands, out at the base.
And you have to get onto the base,
You have to get on the base.
which means you need a valid ID.
And I don't think I
You
guess,
have a valid ID?
yeah, sort
No,
of.
whatever, yeah. Proving
And-
that you're an American
Yeah,
spy.
yeah. And so,
We're drinking too much.
but even so, of course, livability.com didn't realize we were losing our bowling alley and pool hall. They still put us in the top 10 of places to live.
It's still, when you bowl, you just go there for the bar, right? You don't go bowling.
I haven't bowled in quite a
Or
while.
do you play billiards? Or?
Seal Herman bowls there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, she used to.
She's going to be disappointed. She's been out of town.
She's out
She
of
doesn't
town.
know
She
about
doesn't
this
know.
until she gets
Oh
back.
boy.
So we're the top 100, and well, it is a livable
Well,
place.
actually, it was the top. They rated us as a top 10 cities that host unique races you should run. And the reason they did that was due to the Bataan Death March.
That's quite a race.
It really is. 24 plus miles.
Darius, who is the one named that named this, or we had it named up, he was living in Philadelphia, and he walked down here with that group to come here because it's so livable here. I mean, people are coming here by the droves. Are those the people leaving Mexico or what?
No, those people in the Bataan Death March. And they ranked the Bataan Death March the third top unique race you should run in the country.
It's not really a race.
Well,
it's not a race.
If you come in first, it is.
Did you go there once?
Yeah.
You did it once. And you can't stop talking about it. The same as you did the rafting the Rio once.
Well, they do it every. It's something that comes up every year.
And you did it once, and that's it. On the other hand, how many times have you drank that? Many times.
I had, a martini.
A martini.
Well, how often do you talk about
So
a
yes,
martini?
it's a livable town. We all moved here from someplace else, except you, who was stuck here.
But I moved
went
back
to L.A. or went to L.A. Moved back here after they kicked you out because of the riots. They said, we don't want Mark here anymore. And you said, fine.
So
take your city.
So now Las Cruces is getting less and less livable, I think.
One less livable, because they lost a bowling alley. They still do the lovely named Death March. I mean, really, come.
As long as we've got that.
Have the enchiladas, stay for the Death March. Yeah.
Why not? Now, another thing.
What's that?
Not a race, but it could
What
be.
is that?
Share the Road Visibility Ride. That's coming up this
does that
week.
mean?
That's coming up Monday. That's bicyclists.
I just don't see that.
These are people who are like top-end bicyclists.
Yeah.
You see them in their yellow togs and their helmets.
With names all over their bodies.
Yeah, the bright yellow vests.
Dilbert makes fun of them in the cartoons. He hates bikers who
Yes.
are so self-righteous.
Right.
I don't know. We only know Stewart, who is a biker.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, I used to see several of them over at the Bean in the mornings when I'd go there.
That's because they bike there and then go bike someplace else and
Yes.
come back.
Well, in this particular ride, they're starting there at the train station, at the train museum in Las Cruces. Used to be the train station. And they're biking from there at 7:05 a.m. They're very precise.
Yes.
And they're riding.
7:05. Gives people 5 minutes to get there.
That's right. And they're riding down to the Starbucks on University Avenue, where they will go in and have coffee. Yes.
Man, from one coffee house to another.
And I
Whatever
think-
happened to the Bean? They should start at the Bean, go to the Starbucks, then go to the Starbucks across from Sam's Club. That would be a Starbucks tour. It's sponsored by Starbucks.
Well, you should tell them you've got the right colored shirt on.
Is this what they wear at Starbucks?
No, at the
There,
bicycle
yes.
ride.
Oh, I do match somebody. Are they wearing ties? They look like they're wearing ties.
But they did say if you're unable to make the ride, you can still join them for coffee afterwards. They'll be there in about 35 minutes.
You could be there ahead of time before the crowd.
Yeah, get your order in.
So livability. There you go.
There you
Bike
go.
rides take the place of
Anything else?
playing pool and
Bowling.
bowling.
Yeah.
Bowling is just, God, it's so, everything's on one arm, right? You only use one arm to...
But you use your legs and your body.
You're right. How many steps do you take to bowl? 4? 5 steps?
Three or
3
4,
steps?
depending on your style.
And you let go. That's quite a tense thing. It's
Yeah, but
tense.
it takes skill.
It's tense, yes.
Takes a lot of skill.
I love those.
And you have to learn how to
guys.
keep score.
And you have to learn how to keep score.
Yeah, like
Also,
golf.
it's math.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But you need a bigger number. You need a bigger number rather than a lower number. In golf, you need a lower number because
right.
people don't like to add.
Well-
It's too hot to add. Are we going to take a break? Or are you blacking us out? That means we're taking a break, so enter the deep, dark chasm of blackness.
And when we come back, we'll talk about
Have a drink.
the drought that we're now in.
Oh, no, we are? We better drink up.
Well, there's no drought here on this table, that's for sure.
This time of year, everyone is having a sale, but there is only one sale that gives you wholesale prices and clearance savings on quality merchandise. It's the Club Store Outlet in Las Cruces. It's merchandise from stores like Walmart, Target, Sears, Sam's Club, and Costco. But there is no membership fee, and the prices are below wholesale and up to 95% off the retail. Indoor and outdoor furniture, quality rugs, housewares, small appliances, bed and bath, non-perishables. We're open 7 days a week. Come in today and see what you can find. 910 North Tell Shore, next to Outback Restaurant. Buy more, save more. See you there.
Call Mark Goldstein, the Safe Money Guy, at 575-556-2472 to learn about innovative strategies now available to help you grow, protect, and preserve your money and financial future, regardless of market conditions.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here! Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here!
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Come to Tacos El Borrego de Oro in Las Cruces. We are celebrating $1 Taco Tuesdays. Come enjoy authentic Mexican food for the whole family. Bring the family to Tacos El Borrego for $1 Taco Tuesday and Flauta Thursdays.
And we are back. I just wanted to mention about the Japan Death March. This year, over 8,000 people participated in it, so that's quite a race.
How many died?
None that we know.
Oh, right. Nobody died. That's
Nobody
good.
died this time.
And this time, so that's good.
Except it is about those who
Death.
are dying every day.
Yes, but who
participated
died in the death march. A lot of people more died in the death march.
It's a memorial.
But everybody who lived through the death march is pretty much dead.
Yeah, once in a while. Well, there's a few that still show up, and they're in their 90s now.
Oh my gosh.
And every year, one or two more die.
I'm gonna shake this now.
Go ahead.
You okay? So, did you go? You didn't go to the July 4th show that the city sponsored, where they had Jefferson Starship?
No, did you?
And the Sticks? Yeah, I did. And Jefferson Airplane used to be my favorite group. Actually, maybe it still is one of my favorite.
That girl's
groups.
still pretty good. The one they have that
The
replaced
new one
Grace
isn't
Slick.
bad, but
I've
you
seen
know,
them on
it just
TV.
wasn't as. I didn't make this as cold as the other one.
Oh no!
Really
Well,
this
you shook it with
Look at
ice.
this, yeah. Oh, this one I'm making with Wheeler's Gin, the gin that was made in Santa Fe. And when you open it, it's got a great smell of the prairie, because they use a lot of the prairie herbs
like
go into this.
sagebrush?
Yeah, sagebrush. You can smell that in the drink, but you can't taste it, unfortunately, in this drink, I don't think. The one you can taste, sagebrush, is something made in Texas called Dripping Springs. I think this has more ice cube melt, so that's why there's more stuff. Yeah. So we'll see. Was I mumbling during the ice cube melt discussion? Ice cube melt.
Okay.
Do you see any blue stuff floating?
Yes. Mostly white stuff though.
That's not bad.
It's quite cold, and it's not bad at all.
You know, last week we had a lot of blue stuff floating. Because we used blue curacao and coconut stuff. I'm going to put more of this in. I think this needs it.
Really?
Yeah, it's got to. It's just not.
I'll try it if you will.
It's just not doing it for me.
No.
Maybe not that much.
Put it in there.
Oh, so you don't. You
That way I
type,
can regulate in case you do too much.
You mean like you did for mine?
Yes. I actually put less than that, so I think I'll go for all.
Yeah, I think I did. I tried to. Everybody should do this at home. Get a bunch of weird things like Saint Germaine and mix it with stuff.
Have some
You know,
fun.
everybody else
Have your
drinks
friends
beer.
over.
You know, you talk to a lot of people. You talk to the guys in Toucan, the two Bobs,
Yeah.
who are nice guys. Beer.
They wear
They
shirts like
beer.
this.
How about shirts like that? Yeah, more like that. Yeah.
Well, that's what they sell more of, isn't it?
Sure, but that's why.
more beer
Sure, everybody buys beer because beer you just sit back and drink it.
and drink a lot of them.
Yeah, these you gotta. It
Pace
slows you down.
It does.
It keeps
it
you
takes
at a
work.
nice
You got to
pace.
put them together first.
You got to put them together. You have to, you can't go, oh, that's easy to drink, glug, 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 glug. It's mostly water. I mean, beer is 95% water.
Yeah, but with beer, you got to keep getting them to go in the bathroom.
That's a lot of people's exercise program now that the bowling alley is closed.
That's
Just
right.
drinking beer, watching TV.
Yes. And now.
Oh, what are we doing about Share the Road? Did we
Oh,
finish that?
yes,
New Mexico's
we
in
did.
a drought.
And,
Keep drinking water.
Yes. Now we're in a drought. We not only have a dearth of things to do.
Dearth.
We have a drought of humidity in the state. The Elephant Butte Lake is down to like 3%.
Oh, that's good. We have at least 8%.
The snowpack that we were supposed to have last winter never arrived. So there was no runoff to lakes and rivers. And
So flush your toilets a lot. That way you get more water recycled.
it goes into the river,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. They dump it. After they clean it.
That's why you're not supposed to eat shellfish from the river.
Well, that's one way when the river water comes down here, and all the irrigation water in the ditches, a lot of that percolates down to the water table.
Yeah.
And helps recharge it.
Comes back up. Yeah, that's why I say flush your toilets.
So it's there for the farmers to suck dry.
And when you sweat, squeeze all that water into the toilet.
Oh.
Squeeze your towel.
My what?
Your water.
Oh.
Squeeze your water into the towel.
Into the toilet.
Squeeze whatever. Squeeze your
I'm
toad.
not squeezing anything.
Squeeze your toad till it's hollow. Is that what they named it after? Oh, speaking about dirty things, hot dogs.
Oh, yes.
Hot dog eating contest.
No, before we get to that, though,
What's this?
On the 4th of
Electric Light
July.
Parade?
The Electric Light
Are you
Parade.
going to read this off?
we have the winners.
You should have memorized this before you came to class.
Memorized.
What if this was a test?
Let me put on
You
my...
can't even find.
I'm going to put on my Sally Jesse Raphael
Okay, if
glasses.
you're wearing those, I'll wear my glasses so that
All right.
All
All right, they give out awards for the best overall floats in various categories.
They have
Okay.
floats for overalls.
So these are the winning floats, the City of Las Cruces 2018 Electric Light Parade.
Would that be this year, Mark?
Yes.
Are you being
It'll be
specific?
this month. And the theme this year was Illuminate the Sky. Not this guy, the sky. And so the best overall,
So are you saying that Jimi Hendrix was, excuse me while I touch this guy?
Kiss This Guy.
It was a kiss this guy?
Yeah.
It's not kiss this guy, it's kiss the sky.
Kiss the Sky. So now the best overall float was Potter's House Christian Center Church.
Really? Potter's House.
Best overall.
So it was a ceramic thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Best
So
pots.
there was a ceramic float. I'd like to see that. That's got to be.
Now, in the commercial category,
Mm-hmm.
first place was Zia Natural Gas Company.
And that's probably the one out on in I-70 or something.
Zia Natural Gas, no, that's the gas I use. They're out of
Oh,
Picacho, West Picacho.
really?
Zia Gas.
Were you on that float?
No, second place.
Didn't we have a float for this show?
No, we didn't have
Oh, we
a
didn't?
float.
Oh.
Should have. Hernandez Plumbing came in second.
Who ever heard of Hernandez Plumbing?
No, not Toronto Plumbing, Hernandez
No,
Plumbing.
Hernandez.
And third place was HD2 Studio.
What?
I have no idea what that is.
HD, high def?
That's a business of some sort.
High def choose?
High Edition Squared? I don't know.
Well, maybe.
Now in the non-commercial,
Uh-huh.
just like the individual categories, we have first place was the Greater Mesilla Valley Aerostat Ascension Association. That's the hot air balloon that flies down without the balloon on it, and they illuminate the sky.
Wow. That's good to illuminate the sky. Which
Second
is
place.
kiss the sky.
Second place, Las Cruces High School, class of 1971.
Oh, my God. They're older than us.
I know some. Dave Edwards was in that class.
Is he? Wow. So it was a theatrical float.
I don't know if he participated in it or not.
It sounds like he initiated it.
he's
Dave
been out of-
Edwards is a doer and a shaker, you
He's
know?
been out of town. And third place was the Marine Corps League Perro Diablo Det
What-
DET dot hashtag
dog devil?
478.
That must be like
El
some...
Perro Diablo DET period
Well, you had to be there. to
number
love it.
478.
That's it.
Yes.
So also July 4th, Jefferson Starship. Were you a fan of the Starship? You're at that age group.
I like the airplane.
Me too. Only.
I like some of the Starship.
Starship was good because of Marty Balin, who is the lead singer, and he'd sung a lot of those romantic songs. But when this city was built on rock and roll, that's
Yeah.
a pretty classic yet cheap song. Marty Balin did great stuff.
I also like
They started this concert with one of my favorite songs, which is, can you guess it, from Jefferson Starship, Jefferson Airplane?
Oh, the airplane.
Yeah,
When
the
the truth is found.
That's a good one. What about another one?
I don't know what.
Mine was
Can't think of one.
3/5 of a mile in 10 seconds, which nobody ever sings ever because it's a crazy song, but it's great.
Well,
it was just emotional. And then Styx was here.
Sticks open, right?
Yes, but the thing about Starship was Dave Freeberg is the guy who is the link to Keeps It to Starship. He was actually from Quicksilver Messenger Service, and he is now their bass player for Starship. He's 80 years old. He's playing bass and singing.
Wow.
The guy from Styx, I think his name is something like Larry DeYoung. He is 72 years old from Styx, really,
Well,
whatever that means.
okay.
What does that mean? I don't even
horns.
know. Yeah, something like that. Anyway.
How about Familiar Stranger? You know that Starship song?
No, I don't. You'll have to sing it for me someday.
Okay. Now, we after the electric parade, we need to talk real quick about the hot dog eating contest they had in New
Oh,
York.
we do, because
Sponsored by Famous Nathan's. They make the hot dogs. And the winners in the male and female categories this year won again.
both of them.
They both won. And
So I have to.
the winner, Joey Jaws Chestnut, he ate 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
God. You know what they do? They wet the buns.
Get the bun wet so
and they
it
get them. They
dissolves.
you just throw. That's a lot of meat.
And the women's champ, again this year, was Mickey Sudo. She consumed 37 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
So sort of half, almost half, about half.
And,
the Black Widow, according to our producer.
Now,
he's had dates with her.
now we had a taco
And,
eating contest here
Did we?
recently.
What is that? It says empanada.
Now,
Is there an empanada contest?
I want to start an empanada eating contest right here in Las Cruces. That's
Really?
my idea. I own it. And if anybody would like to get involved with my empanada eating contest, contact me here at the station.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, look, the phones are ringing off the hook. Get those girls to answer those phones.
And no operators are standing by.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we're almost done. 80s film series, is that
Well,
yours?
There's an 80s film series going on at the Rio Grande Theater this month of July.
Top Gun
They're
and
showing Top Gun
Goonies.
at night. That's $8 to get in. But for $1 Saturday afternoon, you can see Goonies.
That's about what it's
Another
worth.
80s film.
Yeah.
Now, Music in the Park this week is going on downtown at the Plaza. And
We'll be there.
this year's band
It's usually good.
is the New Mexico National Guard 44th Army Band.
Wait, that's what's going to be Sunday?
Yeah, they'll be playing a
I'm
host
not going.
of favorites.
You
They'll play all your favorites. From
this
Jefferson
wa-
Starship.
I don't do any
on up.
marching. Yes, Volunteers of America. Volunteers of America.
They play all kinds of
Yeah.
music.
Wednesday nights at, what's that? Circus Night. You know what I like? We now have Okazura as a sponsor.
Yeah.
And it's in my neighborhood. I go there a lot. And one day they had a thing that said ceviche, and I was surprised. So I ordered it.
Yeah.
It's really good. And if you go there, the sushi's good, sashimi's good, ceviche is really good. So I suggest going for everything. And it's a good compliment, ceviche to sushi.
Sushi rolls. They've
Yes.
got sashimi.
What's that, Circus
and other
Boot Camp?
dishes. Well, Wednesday night, Circus Boot Camp.
What the hell is that?
We don't know. We
Okay.
don't know what Odd Lab is. It's Circus Night, Wednesday nights on Main Street.
Here's to July.
That's Wednesday, the
See you
11th.
next week.